even better, a better scenario is for price to sit above this 1200 particular instance. There's been a lot of things that's been building up that coincides with each other. Me and my team actually wrote about this 5 days ago with regards to the current status and the current price of SHIB. And this is going to be the exact same scenario as what it was 5 days ago. So the longer, the tighter the consolidation gets, the more powerful the resulting breakout move has the potential to become. Shiba has a huge circulating supply, so it doesn't surprise me that it has been going sideways for quite a while. Once the float rotation has completed, and that is all the people who want to sell do so, and the new buyers are in position, this thing has the potential to take off exponentially. And this is essentially what we are looking to capture right now. So I'm going to switch over to the 1 hour chart because that gives us a bit more information. So we can see very clearly here that there was a consolidation period for a long period of time leading up to the breakout, and then we just saw a bull flag after bull flag after bull flag. We saw a first pullback here, a first significant pullback. There was another opportunity here for SHIB to run up again. But unfortunately, SHIB has run out of juice and is now looking to consolidate between this particular range. So that is sort of on a 1 hour basis. But if we go back to the 1 day basis, we want SHIB to consolidate and sit around this particular point because this is going to be incredibly bullish. Alright, so a lot has happened in the last 24 hours. Right now we are seeing the market cap increasing by 52% in the last 24 hours, and at its peak the market cap essentially have doubled compared to what it was yesterday, and the trading volume in comparison to yesterday is up 770%. This is literally the social media buzz that I was talking about when we see a breakout from SHIB consolidating for such a long time. So today I'm going to go over what happened, how the media and people are reacting to this on Twitter, and why this has been beneficial for us, and what we can potentially see with SHIB in terms of price movements, and what are some do's and do nots with regards to buy and selling SHIB. We'll be giving away $100 to a random subscriber to kickstart their crypto journey. To enter this giveaway, simply like and subscribe and comment your favorite crypto in the comments below. So the price of SHIB gone up approximately close to 90% yesterday. While the exact cause of this particular breakout cannot be pinpointed to one particular instance, there's been a lot of things that's been building up that coincides with each other, which particularly have led to this particular breakout. So Friday last week, I talked about how there was this triangle pattern that was forming, and when the price of SHIB breaks away from this pattern, we can potentially see a breakout, and that happened over the weekend. We saw this initial step of the price moving away, followed by a big jump. And the incident that coincides with all of this is the potential Robinhood listing as well. So we have a cheeky tweet here from Pump. I'm recording conversation Robinhood CEO tomorrow. What questions do you have for him? And Satoshi jumped on it and said, when SHIB? And if you've been around on Twitter, you will notice that there's been a lot of pressure on Robinhood to list SHIB, given that it's also in Robinhood's best interest to list SHIB, as their downloads have plummeted since the crypto craze has died down significantly. But one thing that we're certain, and the things that we do know, is that people that are in the top 1,000 Ethereum wallet holders tend to have more information and have more access to knowledge than the traditional investor. And we have the daily analysis of the top 1,000 Ethereum wallets here. SHIB is the most transacted ERC20 token and the biggest ERC token holding. I want to take a quick second to appreciate what's happened and why it's been good for SHIB in the last 2 to 3 months to remain mostly stable. So this is going to be a fairly condensed version. My thoughts and my philosophy around the current status of SHIB is sort of scattered around the various videos, but if you watch most of them, you'll have a good understanding of where I am coming from. So for the majority of the last 2 to 3 months, we saw SHIB bounce between these two particular levels. Now, these are the 568 and roughly the 900, 980, so just below the 1000 level here. So every time the SHIB touches the bottom level, we saw aggressive buying. So that tells me with confidence that there's a lot of people, a lot of interest, and also a lot of institutional interest, so big buyers, big wallets that are interested in SHIB. So every time SHIB dipped to this level, they bought aggressively. So first of all, that tells me that something interesting, something good is bound to happen with regards to SHIB. And now the second thing to notice, which is also very evident, is that every time the price of SHIB reaches this particular level, it gets sold. So there's obviously a large number of people who is wanting to sell SHIB as well. And one of them being India's COVID relief fund, which had a significant portion of SHIB that they needed to get rid of. But we know from last week, I believe it was 2 weeks ago, they have gotten rid of all of their SHIB holdings, which means that they have essentially removed one of the ceilings capping SHIB at its current price. So there was a bit of a tug of war between the buyers and the sellers, and the tides of this battle ultimately changed because of all the listings that we have seen. So the listings on Coinbase and the listing of various exchanges has brought in new members into the SHIB army that has in return bought at the dip, and also the whales coming in as well, that has essentially driven and squeezed the price of SHIB up drastically. And I've also mentioned this in previous videos that we want to buy at the dip at a good price for SHIB, but what we're looking for is not 5%, 10% gains on a day or week basis, but what we're looking for is 100%, 200% breakouts like we have seen, like the one that's happened in the last 2 days. And what we have seen here is exactly what we want, not just from a price perspective, but also from a social media perspective. So we can see that SHIB army is actually trending now on Twitter. So that's going to bring in a lot of interest from people who are also watching other cryptocurrencies. Because when we have social media interest, we're going to have a domino effect driving the price up even further. We're not going to be able to achieve this with the trickle down effect where we see 5% or 10% move on a day-to-day basis. We only can see this on a huge breakout where we can gather the interest of a lot of people who also want to jump in, and also FOMO. So now let's look at what's going to potentially happen now we've seen SHIB jump so much. So first of all, I mentioned before that SHIB needs to have enough momentum to break through this resistance level to pursue new highs, and that is exactly what happened. We have broken through this resistance level that we've been trapped in a channel for the last 2-3 months. And we've also broken through this resistance level here, and we're now looking to use this as support. This is very important. I'll explain that in a bit. So what is going to happen right now, and also for the next 24 hours, is going to be very, very important to the future trajectory of SHIB. So right now we want the price to consolidate. We want the price is going to drop, because what's going to happen is people who bought in are going to take profit. So it is inevitable to see the price dropping, but we don't want the price to drop too much. So there are two key levels that we want to protect as buyers. So the first key level to protect is this 100 level here. So we want the price to consolidate above this level, because if it does, we're in a new field of playgrounds, because that allows us to move in terms of price that is above of what SHIB used to be. But even better, a better scenario is for price to sit above this 1200 level here to 1220, 1230. That is very, very bullish. Right now, it is looking to form that way, but anything can happen in the next 24 or so hours, given that we've had such a big move. More people might want to sell out. Maybe so, maybe not. But we will have to see. But these two levels are going to be very, very important in terms of what we are likely to see SHIB do next. And me and my team actually wrote about this 5 days ago with regards to the current status and the current price of SHIB. And this is going to be the exact same scenario as what it was 5 days ago. So the longer, the tighter the consolidation gets, the more powerful the resulting breakout move has the potential to become. SHIB has a huge circulating supply, so it doesn't surprise me that it has been going sideways for quite a while. Once the float rotation has completed, and that is all the people who want to sell do so, and the new buyers are in position, this thing has the potential to take off exponentially. And this is essentially what we are looking to capture right now. So I'm going to switch over to the 1 hour chart, because that gives us a bit more information. So we can see very clearly here that there was a consolidation period for a long period of time, leading up to the breakout, and then we just saw a bull flag after bull flag after bull flag. We saw a first pullback here, a first significant pullback. There was another opportunity here for SHIB to run up again. But unfortunately, SHIB has run out of juice and is now looking to consolidate between this particular range. So that is sort of on a 1 hour basis. But if we go back to the 1 day basis, we want SHIB to consolidate and sit around this particular point, because this is going to be incredibly bullish. And we want to see a bit of consolidation or even maybe a bull flag to form around this particular point. That way we might be able to see a bigger run up. So let me just draw that up for you guys. So there's a few things that may happen. So one of the first things that will happen is we see a bit of a brief consolidation for 1 or 2 days before the price jumps up again. But what I want to see and what I want to see in terms of the long-term growth of SHIB is to essentially for the price to consolidate for a longer period of time. So we talked about how the 1,000 is going to be a very significant level. So another thing that can happen is for the price to consolidate sideways for a even longer period of time. So perhaps going like this for an extended period of time before we can see another breakout. And also one thing to keep in mind is that we are being driven by a catalyst, and that is the potential listing on Robinhood. And when the listing is announced, that is going to give SHIB another boost as well. So there's a lot of things that is currently at play here. But the good news is that all of the things that is currently lining up for SHIB are very positive catalysts. We can sit here all day and talk about technical analysis all day, but what I want to show you guys is what is best, in my opinion, for SHIB's long-term growth, because we want to see SHIB have breakouts, because breakouts will garner more interest, more public interest through social media spread. We're currently trending on Twitter. We have trending keywords. So these sort of things are the biggest spreaders of information and also awareness of SHIB, and that is ultimately the best outcome that we can possibly have for SHIB. But anyway guys, I've talked enough. I hope you now have a better understanding of what happened to SHIB in the last couple of months, and also where SHIB is currently positioned and what can possibly happen with SHIB in the future. Leave a comment below of what your price prediction is for SHIB by the end of 2020. That's all from me. As always, take care and catch you guys next time.
We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with SHIB coin, Shiba Inu, and SHIB has actually continued to go up with strength. And we're going to break down some data, some articles and news and information here in the charts based off of 42 vision on the 30-minute and 1 day to see what's going on and if this can continue. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if you trade stocks apart from crypto, you may want to check it out. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. And we're going to jump right into it here with Shiba Inu. So the home run of the day was spectacular, even though the S&P 500 index continues to struggle to get back up to all-time highs and continues to go down lower, and portfolios are in the red or sitting sideways. I will continue to look for opportunities daily, and you can become part of this as well by joining us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and we look forward to having you join us, and you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the stocks I mentioned this morning: USEG, MARPS, TOMZ, and ADTX. Every single stock gave us small jumps of 3 to 5%, 5 to 10%, but the home run of the day was ADTX. We caught this one in the pre-market as it was sitting sideways before it started to take off towards the bell. And after the bell, it took off to a highest point of possibility of 20% plus. And as you could see here, because a lot of people ask me what 42 vision is, and this is something you can gain access to now on the 42 vision tier level as well. You could see the strength here based off the candlesticks on the specific levels and the transition here from strength to weakness as it continued through the day. But if this is all something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. Check out the link down below in the description, and we look forward to having you join us. Let's jump into these charts. What another bullish day after hitting 4 zeros and a 2, even though it's pulling back now. This is some exciting stuff, and if this isn't exciting to you, I don't know what is. For those of you that are Shiba Inu holders, if you hold SHIB or you're watching SHIB, I look forward to seeing your comments down below. How many you hold? How many are you looking to buy? Have you been adding? Have you been holding? Until when do you see this going? And also rocket ships, guys. I look forward to your rocket ships down below if you see this going to 1 cent or even 1/100th of a cent. Let's jump into it. So here we are with Shiba Inu, and on 42 Vision you could see how it consolidated and continued up with strength. I talked about it in yesterday's video. A lot of people asked what 42 Vision is, and it allows me to see the strength and weakness in the charts to be able to catch the dips and ride the rips or stay longer in a position, because as you can see here in the chart, this turns out to be weakness on a regular chart, but on 42 Vision it shows you the moments of shifting weakness but with still strength, and the only weakest part was right here, and the whole entire time it was with strength until it took off the next leg up, broke through the resistance here of 4 zeros and a 1.5 to 4 zeros and a 2, guys. This was a big accomplishment in a matter of 2 days, following the big whale that actually bought and pushed this up higher. But not only that, the further adoption, guys. I've been talking about further adoption in every single video, why it's so important, and a lot of people were dissing the fact that after it got added onto Coinbase, yes, it ran from 5 zeros and a 6 to 5 zeros and a 9, and it kind of lost that momentum and consolidated, but that was showing strength after pulling back to not retest newer lows. It was holding itself up above 5 zeros and a 6, fighting in that 5 zeros and a 7 mark. But as we see it, it's been pushing upwards, and one of the weakest moments that we've seen in this run is right now as I'm doing this video live, and you can see the transitions, right? That's the cool thing about it. But on the 1 day, let's go ahead and put it, and you'll see pure strength, guys. The last time it had this amount of strength was way down here, and it had a few of them following. We're gonna have to see if it can keep it up, or is it going to do something like it did here after the Coinbase effect, right? It got added on, 5 zeros and a 9, and right after it pulled back. But then ever since it got added onto Coinbase, Binance, and Webull, and it's on eToro, and everyone's waiting for Robinhood, this has actually gone up even further because of the further adoption. It did not happen overnight. It took some time, and it's nearly 4x from the lows down here of 5 zeros and a 5 all the way up to 4 zeros and a 2, guys. Now things are pulling back a little bit, and they're pulling back pretty fast, and you could see it with 42 Vision due to the fact of this transition. We're gonna have to see if it could hold up and bounce back up and transition back upwards, or if this is going to be a real pullback that can last several hours to even days. But the main thing right now is for this to stay above 5 zeros and a 1. I've talked about it before, and it's so important for every single investor that is in Shiba Inu to pay attention to it. And if it could stay above that, this isn't just hype and speculation. This is true further adoption for Shiba Inu itself. So let's go over some information here and some articles beyond the chart itself on what's going on with Shiba Inu, why is this happening, and how this is all tying up with further adoption. So the first thing is, when you go to the most visited cryptocurrencies, Shiba Inu is in the top 5. It's been ranking up as it keeps on going higher, and as we continue to see more further adoption, it's been hanging in there in the most visited. Now in trending, it is not a trending cryptocurrency, but it has been number 1 when it started further adopting and ended up on Coinbase and Binance. Now, a lot of people, like I stated earlier in the video, they kind of shrugged off the fact that Coinbase made it go up from 5 zeros and a 6 to 5 zeros and a 9, but they weren't thinking about the possible long-term effect that that would have. Well, Shiba Inu has further adopted and has skyrocketed over 100% already. It's nearly 400% from the most recent lows of 5 zeros and a 5 due to the big whale. And the only reason a big whale purchased Shiba Inu is because it's on these platforms, and these further adopting platforms create more credibility. We've talked about that before, and that was a big move for Shiba Inu itself to have a big whale be interested and more whales will eventually end up joining on in, and that's going to be a big move as well. Then we also have here how Shiba Inu surges 70%, outperforming Dogecoin. This is something I want you guys to realize. They're going to be talking more about Dogecoin and comparing it to Shiba Inu. Remember, they're supposed to compete. That's the goal. They're both meme coins that are going to turn into serving a purpose eventually, and they're going to get more credibility over time, and they're supposed to be competing. So the more we see about Dogecoin being outperformed by Shiba Inu, or Dogecoin and Shiba Inu going head to head, that's going to create further adoption, and eventually Dogecoin holders will decide if they want to become a Shiba Inu holder as well, to go ahead and have diversification amongst these different meme coins. Who knows, right? If not, they've already done it, but it's going to create more exposure, more media, more coverage, and further adopting as well. Then we have here that this is why further adoption is so important, and this is why it's one of the biggest things you guys may not see right away, but over time is starting to create a much more credible and focus on Shiba Inu itself. Shiba Inu becomes the most traded cryptocurrency on Coinbase, okay? That is huge. Shiba Inu is taking the cryptocurrency space by storm, becoming the most traded cryptocurrency on America's largest exchange. This is huge, guys. When it's one of the largest and most traded, right, in the whole entire crypto space right now, by volume, in the largest amount of trades on the largest platform, and it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the further adoption getting added onto Coinbase. I don't know what else tells you how important further adoption impacts any altcoin or any crypto in general, and especially those that join Coinbase. A lot of people were referring to way back here, right, 5 zeros and a 6 to 5 zeros and a 9 as the Coinbase effect, and that was it. What now? What about when it gets added to Robinhood? What next, right? This is a long journey. Nothing's fast, and you can clearly see here how the further adoption and getting added onto Coinbase didn't just take it from 5 zeros and a 6 to 5 zeros and a 9. If not, it took it from 5 zeros and a 5 all the way up to 4 zeros and a 2, guys. This is a big move, and one of the most important things is for that zero that got knocked off to stay knocked off, not get added back onto the price, and that it could stay in the 4 zeros area, whether it's 4 zeros and a 1, 4 zeros and a 2, or just staying in the 4 zeros in general if it can take it further from here, right? Go to 4 zeros and a 3, 4 zeros and a 4, 4 zeros and a 5. I mean, this is some big stuff. Shiba Inu is moving. Shiba Inu is further adopting, and the fact that it continues to grow on the most visited, even though it's not trending, and it continues to push up, and there's more whales probably watching this and looking into it that are probably going to eventually join. It's going to further adopt massively and quickly, especially with all the platforms that it's in. Now, I don't want people to be rushing and chasing at these levels without knowing what's going on and the bigger picture here, and also without taking into consideration the possibility of a cool off or that same whale leaving and taking profits and making it go back down. That is something to be aware of as well. I don't think a whale is just going to join in on Shiba Inu at this point just for that, because this is a long-term journey, and there's a long story where if you compare it to Dogecoin, which I broke it all down, and I've talked about how to become a SHIB coin millionaire and everything about that, you will see for yourself that Shiba Inu, as it serves a purpose, it's under the Ethereum family, the flippening effect, and everything all together, there's going to be potential here for this coin, and there's a lot of speculation of 10 cents, a dollar, and even 1 cent, and 1/100th of a cent. I see 1/100th of a cent, or possibly even 1 cent possible. $1, 10 cents, we're going to have to see beyond that once that point comes. But right now, the fact that 1 0 got knocked off, I don't know what that means to you, but this is some big stuff. And as long as it can hold it, it's going to continue to further adopt, create more credibility, and compete with Dogecoin. I look forward to seeing your rocket ships down below. How many do you own, and how do you feel about Shiba Inu moving forward? As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.
Shiba Inu is one of the newest cryptocurrencies to break through onto the global scene this year. With over 1,000,000% growth in a span of only a few months, it's not hard to see why this token has been making headlines around the world. But the question on everyone's mind and the topic of our video today is whether Shiba Inu will ever reach 1 cent. In this video, we'll go over the mathematics, the fundamentals, and the technical analysis for Shiba to break 1 cent. So stay till the end because there are some important details that you don't want to miss out. We'll be giving away $100 to a random subscriber to kickstart their crypto journey. To enter this giveaway, simply like and subscribe and comment your favorite crypto in the comments below. Shiba Inu, known by the community as SHIB, Shiba Coin or Shiba Inu Coin, has been branded as the Doge killer. And it is not taking this name lightly. So as we know, Dogecoin has soared through the 1 cent barrier and to the amazement of many people has nearly even made it past $1. Is a similar future in store for Shiba Inu, and are we going in the same direction? Let's have a look. The first thing that we must discuss is what
coin is managing to rally despite the fact that it had that pretty strong downwards trend over these past maybe few weeks or so. We've really started to see it perform a lot better, which of course is going to help a lot of these altcoins, SHIB included. It was even pumping before Bitcoin started to rally, but things are still looking really good there. We can currently see global crypto market right around 2.2 trillion with the up about 2.5% over these past 24 hours. So we are seeing lots of green across the board. Now, what could we probably expect? These altcoins are probably going to start pumping pretty hard once they manage to rally behind the rest of the market. SHIB is currently at place number 26. Just a few days ago, I'd have to scroll all the way down to like around 50 or so, but we have definitely jumped up a few points in the crypto space. No longer have to scroll as far down. Currently seeing it's up about 50% over these past 24 hours and up about 170% over these past 7 days alone. So SHIB is blowing up. Currently right now we can see volume is right around $10 billion. So when we saw SHIB, I mentioned this in the video I just released, but when we saw SHIB hit that all-time high, the volume was right around 20 billion, just under that actually. So we definitely need to see potentially some more volume come in, unless of course we managed to find some pretty strong support levels right around where we are, but things are looking really good across the board. Market cap right around 6.6 billion. Holders, we got around 683,000 strong. So we've definitely added a few thousand holders since yesterday. It looks like we're seeing a lot of FOMOing into SHIB right now. As far as what we talked about in today's video, we're going to be discussing this a little bit more. Shibarium burns through the blockchain. Is that going to be a thing? How high could we see SHIB's value, price per token, actually go if we were to see burns through Shibarium? That is a big question. I discussed 1 penny. People seem to love the 1 penny mark, the $1 mark. 1 penny, what would it take for SHIB to hit a penny? Well, it would take a lot, to say the least. So let's assume that the devs decide, you know what? If the community wants it, we're going to do it. We're going to integrate tokenomics whereby we burn SHIB through transactions. Well, considering how popular SHIB already is, of course, it would very much depend on the percentage they chose. We would still need an incredibly high market cap and an incredible amount of burns for this to be the case. Is it impossible? I'd say no. Is it unlikely? Is it likely we're going to see it in the near future? I'd say no as well. Could it happen years down the line? I think so, maybe. We'd have to wait and see. It depends on so many different things. But if there were any way that SHIB would ever reach a penny, it would be through burns with tokenomics like that, in my opinion. Because as much as ShibaSwap listings, burning SHIB, as much as the NFT collection, which could be very popular, we're going to talk about that, we need to see something a little bit stronger, a little bit more effective at burning SHIB consistently, and that would be the way to do it. So, how's it going, everyone? What's up? How's it going? If you guys have any questions today, we're going to be doing a little bit of, Q&A. I'm really curious to see what your guys' thoughts are. We're also going to be discussing what's currently going on with SHIB. But how's it going, everyone? Alan in the house, Defy Records. So many people. How's it going, Gary? I apologize, anyone, if I miss your questions. There's so much stuff here. It's hard to keep up. I can't imagine all the people that sold Saitama for other coins. Yeah, I'm not very much for closing positions to enter into different ones. Now, of course, sure, one could argue, well, yeah, if I sold here and I bought in here, I'm up a ton. That is true. But I'm very weary of ever selling off a position to go into something else. I personally believe in diversification. So no matter what happens, there is going to be a point where SHIB is going to slow down. There's going to be a point where we hit consolidation. Who knows how long it could last? But if you're diversified, it doesn't matter, right? Because you can always be invested in other projects. Maybe they'll be pumping while SHIB isn't. Maybe SHIB's going to be pumping while they're not. Sort of along those lines. So you can't really lose that way. Unless, of course, we're in a huge bear market and everything's down and, panic ensues. But beyond that, it's always good to diversify. So, hey, how's it going, Bartosh, as well? What's going on, Kelly? So Kelly said, if Amazon took Shiba's payment, it would pass a penny. That would definitely help, certainly. Now, let's discuss. Here's the facts right now, what we know about with Amazon. Amazon is looking to hire a cryptocurrency expert, or they already have. It was a job posting. However, currently Amazon has no affiliations with any cryptocurrencies. There was some FUD that was spread around, maybe, I don't know, about a month or so ago, discussing Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano, I believe, actually being accepted by Amazon, but that isn't really the truth. That was FUD spread around essentially, or just rumors, false rumors. And essentially, here's what could happen. Maybe in the future, we might see Amazon come out with their own crypto, maybe a stable coin. And from there, I could definitely maybe see it being a potential. But there's something really cool. There's places like shopping.io, for example. If you own SHIB, you can actually already purchase stuff on Amazon. Now, this is sort of a third-party way of doing it, but if you were ever interested in using your SHIB, you can actually sign up here and use your SHIB to buy stuff on Amazon, eBay, Walmart, AliExpress is coming soon, and through Now Payments with SHIB, you'll actually be able to buy things off Shopify. You could even start a payroll if you wanted to with SHIB, which is really cool. So plenty of interesting stuff going on there. Maybe we'll talk about Shiboshis in a second. Talked in the video as well, but in case people are interested, some really cool stuff going on there. Maybe down the road, yeah, that'd be really cool. Hey, how's it going, Michael? What will happen if SHIB goes to Robinhood? That is a good question. Well, based on what we saw, the success with Dogecoin and Robinhood, I'm assuming it'll do very well. I think it'll definitely help drive up volume. Dogecoin has been super successful over there. I see no reason why SHIB wouldn't be successful as well. We did actually get listed on a new exchange too, if I still have it pulled up here. So Whitebit, I don't know about you guys, but I've never heard of Whitebit personally. But at the end of the day, the more exchanges we're listed on, the better. Whether they only have 1 million users, maybe they have 10 million, maybe they have, I don't know how much more they could have more than that. But yeah, the fact that we're getting listed on more places, I thought we already listed pretty much everywhere except Robinhood at this point, but apparently there's still some exchanges that aren't listed, haven't listed SHIB yet. So that is really cool. So why don't we go back to SHIB here? Silvio says, Chad, if Shiba had the same market cap as Doge, what would be the price? Well, good thing is we can actually calculate that. So why don't we speculate? What if SHIB right now were to go on this huge run and reach, Dogecoin's market cap? Well, we can currently see, let's just round this down or was it right around 7 billion when it was around this 1800 mark, I believe? We're going to have to do a little bit of rounding. I don't want it to be too many crazy numbers here, but let's go to Dogecoin to get a general idea. So Dogecoin's current market cap is right around 34 billion. We're going to do some pretty round numbers here. So 34 billion, SHIB's is currently right around, we'll just round it up to 7 billion, and we'll round Dogecoin up to 35, whatever. That's going to be about a 5x. So based on SHIB's current price here, all you'd have to do is times that by 5. So whip out the old calculator here. 5 times, how many zeros do we got now? 4.1234, whoops, 5 times 0.12341687. All right. So SHIB's price would be just under 1/100th of a penny. A little bit off. It'd need about 6x from where we currently are to reach about 1/100th of a penny. So that was actually my prediction for the end of this year. Now, that would require a lot, certainly. We're still ways away from there. But that was my prediction for end of year, 1/100th of a penny, which is a little bit above this. So really cool stuff. I'd love it if that were to happen. SHIB and Doge have both been trending on Twitter over these past 24 hours or so. They're both going on really nice runs. How will the Shiboshis help SHIB token value if they're traded on secondary markets like OpenSeas? That is a good question, her. So, yes, first off, you do have to buy it on ShibaSwap, and from there you could trade it on places like OpenSeas. Now, I don't exactly know how it's going to work. I know you have to burn SHIB to actually change the name, because the name is going to start off like something silly like 00001 or whatever. So you do have to pay about $100 in SHIB to actually change the name to whatever you want to. I believe from what I remember when I read it, that every transaction with SHIB does require SHIB to be burned. But that is a good question. If it's on OpenSea, how would that work exactly? I'm not sure on that one. Maybe they changed it to just changing names at burn SHIB. But at the end of the day, I'm hopeful these are going to be super successful. 10,000 unique NFTs, kind of that CryptoPunk style, which is really cool. I think it's going to do very well. Now, let's talk a little bit about the burns there, because of course, let's assume Shytoshi talked about it in his article, but even if, let's say all 10,000 NFTs are bought and every single person who buys one changes the name, that's still only about $1 million that's going to be burned of SHIB. Now that might sound like a lot of money, but when you have a market cap of like 7 billion, it's really nothing. It's essentially nothing. But this is where we're talking about Shibarium. That would be the game changer, because as good as ShibaSwap listings are, burning $25,000 worth of SHIB, as good as the NFT collection is, even if we're super, super popular, at the end of the day, tokenomics burns through transactions through the Shibarium blockchain would be the big game changer. That is where we'd really see some massive burns. Hey, what's going on, Jose? No, I haven't. I don't have any extra capital right now to throw into Saitama, but definitely on sale for sure. Did I see the Medium paper from Shytoshi earlier? Yes. So it's right here. It's discussing the NFTs. Not only will these NFTs just be, you know, a photo you own, but if you scroll on down a little bit from here, you'll recognize that there's also a game coming out. So the Shiboshi game, and each NFT will have unique properties, attributes, whatever you want to call it. And there's going to be power-ups in the game as well, which maybe will have SHIB burns too. So that's really cool. The Shiboshi-verse. So at the end of the day, do I think the gaming and NFT space is really cool? And I love it that SHIB and the dev team is going to go that route, at least a little bit, because it's such an underserved market in my opinion. At the end of the day, though, we have to recognize something. If we want SHIB to do well with regards, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is the game has to be fun. If the game isn't fun, people aren't going to play it. Unless, of course, there's some really strong financial incentives to play. Kind of like what we're seeing with Axie Infinity. If you're living in a poorer country per se, sometimes actually just playing the game could actually make you more money than going out and working, which is very, very strange concept. Austin Hilton, another YouTuber, explained that to me. I was like, whoa, really? That's actually a thing? And apparently it is. So that's really cool. The fact that people, you know, being born into some less fortunate situations are able to make a living by playing crypto-based sort of NFT games is really, really cool. Hey, thank you so much, Crypto Millionaire. Any insight on... No, not really. I don't follow either of those, Crypto Millionaire. If SHIB hits $1, I'm buying Elon Musk and enslaving him. Yeah, that would be a ways away. It looks like we're kind of hitting a correction right here. This is the 15-minute chart, but I'm sure it looks the same on the 1 hour. Yeah, looks like we're hitting maybe a bit of a correction here. We sort of saw something similar. This one looks like it might be a little bit more aggressive currently. The real question is, where's the top going to be? Because we speculated yesterday that, you know, based on what we saw with the Fibonacci, this is somewhat unusual, the amount of growth we've been seeing. It's really, really pumping. There must be a lot of FOMO and things along those lines for it to be pumping this much, but why don't we speculate right now? Where could SHIB be? Let's assume for a second that this is the top. Now, of course, I don't hope that's the case, but let's just assume that were the case. And now let's pull out the Fibonacci here and see what we could potentially expect. So if I can find it, trend base. Come on here. Where's my bottom? Somewhere around here. Close enough. And we'll pull out the extension and let's scroll that out here. So let's assume, I don't know. It all depends on the Fibonacci level we managed to find support at after the correction. But these are some different price targets. 382 is around the 2469. If we were to hit the golden pocket and have a really nice bounce off of there, we could maybe expect SHIB to go all the way up to around the 2742. But again, Our all-time high is incredible. Our all-time high is right up here. So we still have a ways to go, but you know, you got to start somewhere, right? That'd be incredible if we got it back up to our all-time high. We would be probably a top 10 crypto if we hit our all-time high. Let me see. Maybe not. No, we wouldn't be. If we hit our all-time high, we wouldn't be a top 10 crypto, but we'd be, let's see here. We'd be a top 11. We'd be in 11th place. Pretty decent, I'd say. Nice, nice, nice. Hey, what's going on, Crypto Khaled? Not for this stream, M-Force. Hey, what's going on, Vector? Paper hands are selling. No. Let's see here. There we go. Maybe I'll leave it on. Why don't we go to like the 5 minute? Because this is probably going to move a bit too slow. Want to see what's happening almost in real time. Sold a portion of my SHIB to diversify. That's a good idea. Into ETH and Cardano. Still kept 60% of my initial investment and reinvested. Was I wrong to do that? Absolutely not, Kevin. I always recommend diversifying into different into different assets. At the end of the day, you know, I would never recommend anyone ever throw, you know, all their eggs into one basket. That's probably a bad idea. It's better to diversify, right? Because if one isn't pumping, another one could be. And you essentially limit your risk that way, which is, you know, never a bad idea. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Trying to keep up here. The only way to become a millionaire is by jumping on crypto projects early. Not necessarily true, but I get what you're saying there. Not right now, Jose. I don't plan on to buy back into Klekai right now. I don't give financial advice, Jose, but I'll tell you some of the cryptos I like. So I might be missing some, but these are some of my favorites. Binance, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano. Wow, Binance coin surpassed Cardano. What the? Not used to that. Solana, good choice. Polkadot, Avalanche, a lot of platform cryptos. Chainlink. I know Moonshot's super bullish on Algorand. What else is there? Polygon, Matic. Kind of looking at Cosmos Atom. I believe it's another platform crypto. So that I might throw a little bit in there. Axie Infinity, I think, is being slept on. Well, not really. I mean, it has an 8 billion market cap, but I feel like sort of the gaming NFT crypto space is very, very, very underserved right now. And I feel like there's going to be a lot more competitors to Axie Infinity in the future. But right now it's kind of in its own league with regards to that. Shiba Inu, of course. Lots of people talk about VeChain. Don't know too much about it. Theta is another one I hear a lot about. Elrond. Monero, if you're really into that privacy stuff. I don't know if there's illegal activities going on there. And yeah, there's so many great cryptocurrency projects. It's hard to, you know, just pick one. Those are just a few of mine that I follow relatively closely. VeChain, yeah, that's another good one, Gary. I'm getting fear. Please help. What's wrong? You got fear. Worked with Shiba, now Saitama. Who all here is a Shiba trillionaire? Whoa. There's not too many Shiba trillionaires. It's good. Thought to sell some. Your Shiba Inu. Let's see here. I'm not trying to get rich overnight. I'm a hold. There you go. Yeah, at the end of the day, not too many people like to do swing trading and stuff like that, which is totally understandable. However, you know, if you're a long-term holder and you believe in projects, you don't necessarily have to sell. I mean, could you have potentially made more money if you somewhat timed the top and sold and bought the dip? Sure. But there's a lot of people in the crypto space who just like to dollar cost average into projects. They don't want to have to worry about the day to day. So if you're looking for a very safe, sort of passive way to invest in cryptocurrency, I mean, it's hard to go wrong dollar cost averaging because you're going to be buying when the price is high. You're going to be buying when the price is low. You're going to be buying, you know, when the price is kind of, you know, in between there. But at the end of the day, you're going to average out to a pretty respectable number. So I feel like you can't really go wrong dollar cost averaging. Will Shiba reach the 2,500 mark? At the pace we're going, I mean, it's definitely possible. We're certainly in a downwards trend right now, so it's tough to say. It's going to have to prove itself again like it did back here. You know, went on a pretty big downwards trend, had some little rallies, sideways action, went on another huge run here. Looks like we've hit another correction. So it's another test here for SHIB. Where is it going to find support? Is it going to keep going down? Is it going to find support at one of these fib levels? Is it going to skip the fib levels and just keep going on up? That's the big question. Me personally, I have no idea. Can only just speculate. Just sold at the top to get more of the dip. That's awesome. It's feed. Making nice plays in the crypto space. Let's see here. Silvio, thank you so much for the 5 bomb. Really appreciate that. Says, thanks for answering my question. Like and share, Chad. Rock in keeping us updated. Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Yes, I mean, I was at work all day today, so to come home and see what's been going on, it's been awesome. Plenty of huge updates. So we talked a little bit about Shibarium and Burns. We talked, no, this isn't anything. We talked about Shiboshis, NFTs, and gaming. What else is there? If you look on Lunar Crush, this gives us sentiment analysis of SHIB. So kind of just what everyone's sort of feeling about SHIB. And of course, it very much correlates to price action, which is kind of funny. Over this past week, up about 136%. So bullish sentiment with SHIB right now. And this past day, we have 29 or 24% pretty much at this point. So looking really bullish with regards to sentiment. Crypto market's starting to go up. We're seeing Bitcoin really rally. So I expect this number to go up pretty significantly tonight. Well, it updates in 2 hours. Wow, 2.5 hours or so. So yeah, I expect the Crypto Fear and Greed Index to go up as well, which is great for all of us crypto holders. At Coinbase Exchange, it already touched 2,500. Really? Is it that big of a discrepancy? Let's go to the 1 day here. How high did it go on Coinbase? Wow. Wait, what the? That is strange. Normally arbitrage traders would, well, I'm sure they are, but something must be going on here because arbitrage traders are people who look at the differences between the exchanges because they're not all exactly the same amount for the price of each crypto, right? So, for example, on SHIB, it reached all the way to around 2,500. So I bet you arbitrage traders swooped in and made some really nice profits buying on a different exchange and selling here. So that's probably one of the reasons we saw this huge wick because arbitrage traders were buying literally all the SHIB they could find on different exchanges, sending it to Coinbase and then selling there, which makes sense, right? I mean, why would you sell it somewhere else for cheaper? So are people who look at very smart strategy there. Well, how high did it here? It only got to around 2,000 here, but it got to 2,500 there. That is a big difference. That is strange. The arbitrage traders, I guess, weren't quick enough today, but I'm sure they made some profits. So what was Shai talking about when he said we made NASDAQ? So I believe, let me see. NASDAQ, SHIB. Yeah, I believe they released an article on SHIB here. Let me see if I can find it real quick, or we'll just go to Shaitoshi's Twitter. So NASDAQ is literally the stock market. You can invest. I've only ever really looked at their indexes, but yeah, the NASDAQ Stock Exchange. Let me go to Shaitoshi's Twitter, and we'll have a look because they wrote an article about SHIB, which is kind of unusual considering that a lot of people consider it like a meme coin. So let's go see what Shaitoshi tweeted it out. Kelly says it's a great article. All right, let's do it. Let's see if we can find it here. Oh, here we go. Why Shiba Inu is skyrocketing today. I liked the, I liked it earlier. I must have. So it says, why is Shiba Inu skyrocketing? So SHIB is up a stunning 45% in the past 24 hours. The coin's marvelous rally came as Tesla CEO Elon Musk tweeted about the Dogecoin killer cryptocurrency. Wait, really? Elon Musk tweeted that? We're going to have to check that out. At first glance, Shiba Inu is nothing more than a meme token built on the Ethereum blockchain. Not necessarily for long, we'll see. It was created anonymously by a person or entity known as Ryoshi in August 2020. SHIB's only been around for about 1 year and 2 months, and its market cap is what is it, 7 billion, 8 billion? Just under 7 billion, actually. It's starting to go down a little bit. Interface, existing blockchain. Here, let's see. Okay, let's read this bottom part here. So it says, now what? So he says, I hate to disappoint the masses, but Shiba Inu isn't just another pump and dump. Right now, Its tokens are the native currency of a decentralized exchange, ShibaSwap. Users can use their SHIB to earn rewards, to provide trading liquidity, buy and sell non-fungible tokens, NFTs, of course, right? The Shiboshis, which are in fact coming out next week or sooner, is what they said. You can stake them and earn interest by validating transactions and more. Total value locked on the platform is over 260 million. Yeah, it's probably just going up right now. And back to the celebrity support, Musk isn't the only one who's big on SHIB. Vitalik Buterin, the co-founder of Ethereum, donated $1 billion of SHIB to the relief fund in India, considering adding a small stake into your Bonefolio to see where it goes. Wow, that I thought I'd never see. So NASDAQ is promoting SHIB. Very, very interesting, but very, very cool. So I want to discuss that point a little bit with regards to Vitalik. Now, there's something very interesting going on behind the scenes. Okay, let's talk about this a little bit. We already know if you've been in SHIB for a while, you'll know that over 50%, well, 50%, excuse me, sorry, allergies. 50% of the supply was sent to Vitalik Buterin's, apologies. 50% of SHIB's total supply was sent to Vitalik Buterin's hardware wallet, which was private. So what does this suggest to us? Whoever created Shiba Inu, the cryptocurrency, has close ties to Vitalik Buterin, the creator of Ethereum. So that is very interesting because I don't know about you guys, but Vitalik Buterin is very clearly intelligent, helped create Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency platform in the world. And now the fact that SHIB was created by someone very close to him gets me excited because, of course, that for me personally, that gives me a little bit more faith into the project, into the dev team behind the entire thing, because anyone who's friends with Vitalik probably has a lot of experience in the cryptocurrency space, things along those lines, some very strong connections to big figures in the space, which is maybe one of the reasons why we're seeing so many cool things coming out with it. ShibaSwap, we're going to be seeing this whole NFT collection, gaming, as well as Shibarium, the blockchain, which is probably going to be the biggest catalyst SHIB will have. And from our own blockchain, that is where things get really interesting. Let's see here. Mike, how's it going, Mike? He didn't tweet anything to do with SHIB. Okay, yeah, I was getting a little bit confused there. Don't necessarily know what's going on. Hey, I like your face, TV. Yeah, absolutely. Congrats. I like your face, TV. You're an hour mod. How's it going? What's going on, Chasm? STNR in the house. I want to talk a little bit about also, so we've discussed, here's the thing. The Ethereum network is super slow. Well, not super, kind of, relative to some other projects. The Ethereum network, one of the biggest issues that's faced Shibarium or SHIB, as well as a lot of other Ethereum-based cryptocurrencies being tokens built off of the Ethereum blockchain, is the fact gas fees. We hear it all the time. I think it's warranted. They are absolutely nuts at points. You know, a cheap Ethereum gas fee right now is like, what, $50? And during the day, it can go up to hundreds of dollars USD to make one transaction. I don't know about you guys, but that does not sound scalable to me. So of course, Ethereum is going to be coming out with Ethereum 2.0. There's also going to be something called sharding, which essentially, think of like a highway. There's going to be a lot more side roads, which will lead back to the highway, but it's essentially going to limit the congestion, which should bring down transaction fees. And that's essentially what they're trying to do there. But Shibarium, which is a layer 2 blockchain, or it'll be built on either Ethereum or Solana. Well, guess what? Solana is super fast, can do, I think, over 40,000 transactions a second, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that, but it's super fast. I know that. And also, guess how much guess how much Solana's fees are to do transactions? Less than a penny, and they're super fast. You won't even notice money leaving your wallet doing a transaction on Solana. So if SHIB's built on Solana, that will be great. Now you're probably wondering, well, wait a second, Chad. How do you know that SHIB is going to be listed, or sorry, Shibarium is going to be built on Solana? Well, there's a few reasons to believe that to be the case. If you go to Shytoshi's GitHub page here, you'll see that there's actually some stuff here with regards to Solana. So let me just Control F and we'll find it. Here it is. This is on his public GitHub. So it looks like it might have been in the works for a while now. Now, feel like it's either going to be Solana or it's either going to be Ethereum. I'm kind of leaning more towards Solana, but either way, with Ethereum 2.0, with the sharding event, transaction fees are going to be a lot cheaper. Hey, what's going on? We got Moonshot in the house. How's it going, Moonshot? It's okay. It's slow. You can say Ethereum is slow. Yeah. I don't want to say Ethereum is slow and not currently scalable until these big updates come out, but it's, it's slow, not scalable. One of the biggest issues there. Hey, what's going on? Karis. Which highway are you taking? That is a good question. I don't think you get to choose. You kind of just get thrown on one. You go from there. Diamond Hands in the house. So here's the big question. We talked about it a little bit earlier. We'll discuss it again. This growth has been exceeding all expectations. Could not believe it. Every time I think SHIB's going to hit a correction and go down, it just manages to find more and more support and just go on another rally here. So, we've been hit with a little bit of a correction here, currently still on a downwards trend, but, it's really tough to say. People are super bullish right now with it, which is really exciting. Now, at the end of the day, we're going to have to always remember, guys, that the price is going to go back down at some point. My hope is we're going to find support at we're going to consolidate at a much higher level than we were previously. And from there, it's just a matter of time to wait for another run up. And the fact that Bitcoin, again, I feel like I'm repeating myself a little bit here. The fact that Bitcoin is also going on a run is absolutely incredible. This is what we call perfect timing, because as Bitcoin begins to skyrocket to the moon, guess what? These altcoins, SHIB included, are going to start pumping even harder. So even if, let's say right now, SHIB were to go and enter a correction, consolidation at whichever level, well, ideally it wouldn't be down here, right? But let's say, I don't know, it goes down right around here somewhere. We're just throwing out random areas. At the end of the day, I think it's going to go immediately or relatively shortly after go on another run up, simply due to the fact that Bitcoin is pumping. And we are seeing some crazy, crazy volume coming in on Coinbase with SHIB. I am totally blown away with the fact that on Coinbase, SHIB's price went up to the 2,500 mark. What kind of run up is this? This is nuts. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a project do something like that personally. I haven't been in the crypto space that long, but very unusual stuff. You'd think the arbitrage traders would get in a bit quicker on that one, but yeah, it just started pumping like crazy out of nowhere. So let me reset this chart. Looks like we might be entering consolidation on the 5-minute. Again, 5-minute chart doesn't tell us too much. The 1 hour looks a lot more pretty there. Let's see here. Hey, how's it going, D-Jugs? Hopefully you're having a good day. Do you know ETA for news for Russell? Waiting for that. You'll have 25 million Shiba tokens. You're 100% right. No, you are, Dot. You're 100% right. Someone said he took profits. Never sell, always hold. There you go. That's a good strategy. If every wallet burned 1 million, we'd cut circulation by 700 billion. I imagine that, Moonshot. So we discussed that a little bit earlier. As successful as I think the Shiboshis are going to be when they come out next week. So Shaitoshi, I believe it was Shaitoshi, who's someone very big in the community. Yeah, I think it was him. He said the Shiboshis are coming out in either next week or sooner. So they're essentially done at this point. And in order to purchase them, you need to have a leash. For the first 24 hours, you can only purchase it with leash. After the 24 hours, then you can buy it with, I believe, either leash or Ethereum. So that's going to be really interesting. Can't wait to see what's going to happen there. Can SHIB make history with an increase of 1 billion%? That would be 1 billion%. That is, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it would, but yeah, I'm not exactly sure what the percentage increases are for every crypto, so I don't know. Go SHIB. Yes, go SHIB. Hold and buy with diamond balls. I bought 30 million for $185 of Shiba. Biggest regret of my life. Do not buy. It's going to crash. Wait, what? Did you buy it at the top during the bull run? That's the only way I feel like it'd be that much. Hey, pop in your hand. Thank you so much for the 5 bomb. Really appreciate that. He said, Chad, are you still holding Ryoshi's vision? It's on a run also. No, I'm actually not. I did hold it for a little bit, But yeah, it looks like it's doing pretty good recently with the white paper as well as the roadmap coming out. Checking in from Michigan. Hey, how's it going, Austin? The devs are burning a crap load, they said. They could burn it through utility and through the blockchain, but the devs don't own any SHIB, so they can't really just burn it like that. Robinhood, where to buy the remaining supply and burn 90% of it? They would make billions of dollars. No, they wouldn't to the moon. They would lose a lot of money. I think there's a little bit of misconception here with burns. But first, Brandon, thank you so much for the 10 bomb. Really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. He says, bye, 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 bye. That sounds like a song, bye, bye, bye. But anyways, yes, bye, bye, bye. Awesome. Thank you so much, Brandon. And so what was that question again? So To the Moon said, Robinhood, where to buy the remaining supply? So Robinhood would never, whoops, I made a mistake here. And I keep doing it. So, wait, what is happening? All right. Robinhood is not going to buy SHIB and burn it. That wouldn't make any sense because of the fact they'd literally just be burning their own money. They would have to, now typically exchanges that provide liquidity, I don't know how that will exactly work considering the fact that the devs don't have any liquidity to provide. So at the end of the day, I feel like Robinhood would actually have to purchase SHIB. So could that potentially be one of the reasons why we see SHIB going up? Sure. A lot of people are speculating Elon Musk and his tweets. I don't necessarily know about that. To me, that sounds like a bit of a stretch here. Some people are saying he tweeted it out about Doge Killer, which I don't think is true. Why don't we have a quick look? So New York City, as seen through the Model Y. Yeah, this is all he literally tweeted, his dog. So I don't know about you guys. It seems like a bit of a stretch to say that the only reason SHIB is pumping is because Elon put up a picture of his dog called Floki Frunk Puppy. I would understand it. I would 100% agree that it'd be a major reason if Elon had tweeted out like, I love Shiba Inu or something, or Shiba Inu was somewhere in here. But the fact he just tweeted a picture of his dog, I'm not really buying it that much. I don't know. It just seems like a bit of a stretch to me for that to be the only reason. I think it'll settle high. Yeah, I certainly hope so. iCares, that would be great. Let's see here. Hey, Chad, how much growth would we get from Shibarium? So that's a good question. I don't know. That is a very good question. Plenty of things can be built off the blockchain. I feel like we've only scratched the surface with regards to blockchains and what they're capable of. So who's to say? Maybe it might be sort of a short-term catalyst. Lots of people hopping in on the hype of it. And I would also assume it'd be a pretty sort of long-term catalyst as well, because that would enable them to do a lot of things that they might be a little bit limited by currently, just being a token. Yeah, I agree, Trisha. I feel like that's a bit of a stretch. Like, I want to remain as unbiased as possible. Well, I can admit my bias. I'm super bullish on SHIB, but I don't know. To me, that sounds like a pretty strong stretch. I would fully agree with them. That'd be a huge reason if he had put like Shiba Inu literally in his text, but he didn't. So to me, that's a stretch. 10x in the week, so likely. That would be incredible for sure. He named his puppy SHIB. Wait, no, he didn't. He named it Floki. Hey, how's it going, Tony? How much growth would we get? Oh, I kind of already answered that. Not exactly sure with Shibarium. Hey, what's going on, Grim? I almost sold it at the high peak and I did not. Not a good choice. I don't know, Kevin. It really depends what we're doing here, right? Are we going to see it like what we saw before? Why don't we scroll on down here for a sec? I don't know if this is the end. We just don't know. I'm sure a lot of people, I saw people on Twitter, people in Austin's live stream today, I saw a little bit of it, couldn't stick around for too long, saying, hey, I sold my SHIB here and now I'm really regretting it. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, don't be too hard on yourself no matter when you sell, buying or selling, because at the end of the day, you can't tell the future, right? None of us can. So, no, I could buy SHIB right now and it could keep pumping and I could make a lot of money, but I don't exactly know what's going to happen next. So it's all a matter of risk tolerance. You know, never invest more than you're willing to lose. Could you potentially make money? Could SHIB keep going up? Absolutely. Could it go down? Absolutely. So at the end of the day, always try and think long term for the most part with my investments. So if you believe SHIB is going to continue to trend on upwards over time, if you're, diamond hands sort of on the project, then you don't necessarily care too much about kind of the day-to-day stuff. Certainly exciting to watch, but you always want to try and think long term with cryptocurrency projects you're investing in, unless you're really into swing trading. In that case, then you kind of have to follow the market more closely. Hey, K Big Prod, thank you so much for the 2000 NGN. He says, what coin is your favorite for reflection rewards? The only project I'm invested in that offers reflection rewards is Saitama. So I guess Saitama would have to be it. I don't know about you guys. I'm pretty new to the crypto space. Haven't been in it for even a year yet. I don't know of too many projects that even have those kind of tokenomics. So it's tough to say, right? Is that something sort of new? I'm not exactly sure. Starting to see a lot more tokens coming out, introducing these burn and reward mechanisms through that. So I was excited. So we have Trisha saying, I was excited. I called out sick today. I was expecting a penny. It's a good thing I didn't turn in my 2 weeks notice. Yeah. Trisha, I'm super bullish on SHIB and everything, but a penny is very, very, very far away. Again, can SHIB still go up substantially in value? Absolutely. But I wouldn't be quitting your job anytime soon expecting it to go to a penny, but certainly still plenty of room to grow. Goes up behind. All right. Yeah, that's just plain being fuddy. All right. Just ignore that. Diamond hands is safe for Shiba. Buy only, sell if it's life changing. I mean, it's totally up to you. Can SHIB touch the golden line? So this is called, let me go to the 1 hour here. It's a bit more easy to see. So here we're using the Fibonacci. This is called the golden pocket. Now, generally you wouldn't use it on a 1 hour time frame. We just are because whatever. But essentially all this means is these are different. So these lines, let's just start from the beginning. These lines are called Fibonacci levels. And typically cryptos can find support at these levels. Now, I don't exactly understand the entire mathematics behind it. It has to do with nature and I don't know. You'd have to read up on it. But long story short, when we see these corrections, cryptos can sometimes find, anything in general, can find support at these levels. Not this 5 level, but the golden pocket. If we were to see SHIB find support here at this golden pocket and see some really nice closes above the red candles that reached here, then that would be a bullish sign that we might see another run up. Now, when we use the Fibonacci here, it didn't even really touch the 236. Maybe it did a little bit, but we saw a huge run up. So it isn't an exact science. It does not guarantee anything, but it's just one indicator we use with as well as all the other indicators here. So for example, the MACD, the Stochh, and the RSI, we can currently see we're definitely seeing some selling pressure coming in after all this buying pressure. We had 8 hours straight of buying pressure. We're finally starting to see some selling pressure coming in. However, look at this. Very weak divergence between these two Stochh lines. So what could this tell us? The fun might not be over yet. We see the RSI going sideways. We see the Stochh going sideways. So based on the indicators we're seeing, we don't really know what's going to happen next based on what we're seeing here. Now, of course, we could go to bigger time frames, but in the immediate short term, we don't know what's happening. We can see here, though, we're definitely, we've been in green for a really long time here on the histogram. Looks like we're finally starting to see some selling pressure coming in. RSI is still in bubble territory. It might just need a reset. Stochh, similar story. And now it's just a matter of, is it going to find some support around here? And we're going to keep going on up. That's the question. I apologize, guys. There's so many chats coming in. I will not be able to answer everyone's question. I'm trying my best. Sorry. Let me just quickly put this back here and we'll continue. Just something to look at while we're, let's see here. So let's see. Aaron Vlog says people keep on buying and hold. Maybe. I'm pretty new as well, says K Big Prod. Genie gives out BNB. Okay. Ian says, kicking myself, I'm new, sold 2 at 850 level for Saitama. Now leash is up nearly double and Saitama down. Should be good though. Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be times where certain crypto projects are up and other crypto projects are down. At the end of the day, as long as you diversify, it's pretty hard to lose in that respect. So, hey, how's it going, Sir Dilly? What's going on? You fired yourself today, Trisha? Nice. Aiden, how's it going? He says, hey, it's Aiden from Sri Lanka. Isn't Shibarium our own blockchain? So why would we need another blockchain like Solana? No, it's not. We're not building our, well, we kind of are. We're building off of another blockchain. So it's either going to be Ethereum being a layer 2, Shibarium, or it's going to be on Solana being a layer 2. Now, I don't necessarily know the difference between owning, sort of creating a blockchain from the ground up versus being a layer 2 blockchain. That's a good question. I'm assuming being a layer 2 would offer more scalability and all these other things with, being a blockchain. But that's as far as beyond that, I don't really know, to be totally honest with you. Hey, how's it going, Crypto Brad? He says, hey, Chad, even though it's a SHIB stream, I had to pop in. Thank you so much, Crypto Brad. Appreciate that. I know there's a lot of people bullish on Saitama here as well, but I figured since SHIB's going nuts right now, we'd just do a SHIB stream. And in the future, when Saitama, it's going to go up at some point, probably this week. I wouldn't be surprised with the rest of the stuff. Maybe we could do a Saitama only stream as well, just to make it fair, so to speak. Let's see here. Let's see. Shiba to a cent has more chances than winning the Powerball, buy the lottery, but only spend the disposable income. Yes, I talked about that in my video today. Is 1 penny possible? I don't want people to believe. Well, I don't want to say I don't want people to believe. Well, it's a tough one. Could SHIB hit a penny in the future? Is it possible? Sure. Would it require massive, did I say massive burns? Yes. And it would require a massive market cap. But at the end of the day, I haven't said this in today's stream yet, so I'll just remind everyone, we don't care about the price of SHIB. Sure, is a penny a really huge goal that could maybe happen a long ways away down the line? Sure. But at the end of the day, we don't care about this price. We care about percentage gains as holders, because as the market cap goes up, depending on when you bought in, you're going to get more and more percentage gain increase on your investment, and you're going to be looking a lot prettier. Don't focus too much on this number. I understand why people do it, but at the end of the day, we just care about this, care about the percentage. Don't care so much about the actual price per token. Especially if we got a burn tokenomics, that would really mess things up as far as price predictions. Beyond, Shiba Swap listing and NFTs. Hey, Moonshot, thank you. He says, it's called forking. You don't create from scratch. You modify to your needs. Ah, okay. So Moonshot explained it best. What does it essentially mean? Is it literally taking Solana's code and mixing it up to however you want it, essentially? Is that all it is, Moonshot? Is it looking at other blockchains and being like, whoa, that blockchain, I really like what they're doing there. I'm going to take their code, throw in my stuff, and then that's Shibarium for you. Is that how that goes? Let's see here. Oh, whoops. I apologize. Thank you so much, Jeep Man LS1 for the 3 bomb. Thank you. And he says, good job. Or no, fist bump. Fist bump to you. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Bada boom, bada bing. I heard from another YouTuber that India sold all Shiba coin directly to Robinhood without downsizing SHIB's price. Robinhood actually bought premium price value to help. That could be possible, Costa. I'm not exactly sure if that's true. Is it? I don't know. I haven't really been following the transactions with regards to that, but maybe. The fact that the devs don't have liquidity could suggest that Robinhood is in fact purchasing SHIB. Don't exactly know though for sure. I can't verify that, so that's pure speculation on my part. Let's see here. Holding, don't worry. What's going on, Jeep Man? What am I doing? Yes, you're literally copying their work. Okay, I see. So yeah, Jeep Man understands it. Moonshot is saying, yes, that is essentially what forking is. So they'll create an Ethereum layer 2, and the base code will be Solana. That way it is extremely fast and low cost with a bridge token. I need to copy and paste that to save that. Thanks, Moonshot. Moonshot dropping the knowledge bombs as per usual. Thank you for that. That makes more sense. So it's going to be an Ethereum layer 2. I was a little bit confused with Ryoshi's articles because he was really talking about Ethereum and things along those lines. But so they're stealing Solana's code and making it a layer 2 on the Ethereum network. Interesting. And cool fact, if you're sleeping on Bone, the governance token, you shouldn't be, because guess what? Doggy DAO isn't fully even out yet, and that's our voting token. So if you want to have the power and almost sort of lead the direction of SHIB, then that's certainly one way to do so, because you don't get to choose anything you want. Don't get me wrong there, but devs will essentially release proposals. So maybe they'll throw out, I don't know, 3 different choices. And if you own a lot of Bone, guess what? You'll be able to almost influence that vote. And it was a fair launch. That's the whole purpose here. It looks like we're seeing we're on the 5 minute. Maybe I'll go to the 15. Yeah, we're certainly in a correction right now. No doubt about that. Let's see here. Shiba will hit the 0.4015 and bounce back. I'm buying at this level. There you go, Mehmed. Yeah. The party isn't over yet. We'll see. Currently in a correction, no doubt about that. I was worried it was going to correct here and go, obviously I hoped it wouldn't go back down here, but even if we found support above the 0, I'd love that. This 0 has certainly been a psychological level we could not break through, and to finally break through it is awesome to see. If we were to just find support at almost any of these Fibonacci levels and were to consolidate and stay at these levels, I'd be super happy. I think that'd be great. But we'll see what's going to happen next. Is this the big correction? Is SHIB going to find support at one of these Fib levels? That's the big question here. Cardano, people love Cardano, absolutely. Webcam chats, is the bridge token going to be XRP? I don't believe so. No, that wouldn't make any sense, I don't think. The bridge token, wait, that's a good question as well. Is it the bridge token the same as the native token to Shibarium? Would it be Bone or would it be, I don't know, I'd have to double check on that one. Chad, the same wallet address that was blocking SHIB from going up for months just started buying 72 hours ago. Here's the wallet address ending 5B59 or F9. Can someone check the last 5 months history? You'll see. Is that by chance the India Relief Fund wallet? Because I know they had trillions and, were selling off and stuff. You messed up. Please change to the minute chart. You guys want to watch the minute chart? Oh boy, let's do it. Party people. Let's see here. Sold my SHIB for Saitama. Buy or sell, excuse me. Totally up to you. I don't give financial advice. At the end of the day, if you believe in the project in the long term, you could always dollar cost average in. You could do a bunch of different things. Yeah, you just got to, make that decision. Tag team back again. Come on, party people. Let's begin. Is Shiba down? The whale sells. She's 6 trillion tokens. I'm not exactly sure. It's certainly in a correction right now from its run up. We'll see where it manages to find support. I wouldn't call this a dump. It might look horrible on the 1 minute, but really not. I mean, it's correcting right now. I guess it depends on how you want to define a dump. We're looking at the 1 minute chart, so it looks absolutely ridiculous, like constantly, constantly moving. Hey, Jose, thank you so much for the 5 bomb. Any thoughts on Kuma Inu? I've never heard of that one before, Jose, so no, not really any thoughts on it. I'm very wary on most new projects that come out with Inu in their name simply because it feels so overdone. But that's just me personally. Any updates on Russ? Yeah, that's a good question. I'm curious to see what these big updates are. If you can handle it, the 1 second charts. If I had TradingView Plus, I could throw on the 1 second charts. That would be fun. Hey, are we finding support here? Maybe, maybe not. I should have sold 6 hours ago, right? I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, with that sort of, you probably could have said the same thing here too. I should have sold, right, when I was coming down here. Now, to be fair, it looks like it's hitting an actual, definitely a stronger correction here. So we'll wait and see what happens next. Certainly in a correction right now. I mean, it went up to the 2,000 mark, which was really cool. We'll see where it finds support. That's the big question. People want the 1 minute, so we'll leave it at the 1 minute, I guess. Don't really ever look at this, but why not? Dell Crypto said 10 cents is possible. Thoughts? No. Well, it depends on the burns. It would require over 99% burns for SHIB to reach that, unless Dell Crypto is believes the market cap is going to reach a ridiculous number. Yeah, it would require a lot. Let's go. Okay, let me read Moonshot or a few questions here first, then I'll discuss that a little bit. Russ is going to release some big information this evening. Oh, okay, sick. I can't wait to see it. Bartosh said, did you notice some big wallet sell side Tom on swap for SHIB a few hours ago? No, I didn't, Bartosh. I was at work all day today, so I missed a lot of stuff this morning. Elon Musk is at it again. All right, I'm gonna have to have a look. The first Moonshot says the first upgrade level on TradingView is great. You don't get 1 second charts, but the charts update by 1 second, which is fun. Ooh, it's very tempting. Let's see here. What's a market cap? Are those things fake? Yeah, they're market caps don't exist. It's all market demand at the end of the day. I'm just kidding. No hate towards you know who. I'm just joking. Did you watch the Line Elon Musk live? No, I didn't. Let's see. People are saying, I'm going to quickly see if Elon actually said something beyond his dog or whatever. People talking about, no, he didn't tweet anything unless he's, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if you guys saw the back and forth going between Shytoshi and Billy M2K yesterday. Not really a big fan of it. It's funny, but it's not. But yeah, if you're looking for some funny stuff, things to read, they went at each other. To be fair, Billy started it, but I feel like Shytoshi went a little bit overboard with some of his comments. But yeah, interesting stuff going on there. What was I going to talk about now? Yes, we're going to talk about market cap. So I don't know if this is true. People are saying Dell Crypto said 10 cents. I like Dell Crypto. I like a lot of the stuff he posts. However, I'd have to hear his reasoning behind that. I don't even know if he said that. So let's just pretend some person came up to me and said, hey, Chad, do you think SHIB can hit 10 cents? Well, let's look at that. That would be a 1x or 10x, 100x, 1000x. This is some very rough math here. 1000x. Well, I've done the calculations before. 1 penny would be right around a 4 trillion market cap with SHIB's current supply. So 10 cents would be 10 times that, which would be 40 trillion market cap. That ain't happening. That is not happening anytime soon. I could almost say pretty confidently that'll never happen. Does that matter? No. We would need over probably 99.9% burns. But yeah, 10 cents. Yeah, that's not happening. Unless, of course, over 99% burns. That's my caveat there. Market cap would need to hit, yeah, we're talking trillions. So I can say pretty confidently that will not happen unless we see over 99% burns. And yeah, that's my only caveat there. That's the only way I could see it happening. Even if SHIB were to hit a trillion market cap, which is more than Bitcoin's right now, I believe. What is Bitcoin's market cap? It's approaching it. So SHIB would need to reach Bitcoin's market cap times 10. No, wait, more than that. Times 40, where Bitcoin currently is, to reach 10 cents with no additional burns. So yeah, I can say pretty confidently that I've said that multiple times now. yeah, it's not going to happen unless massive burns. Long story short. Let's see if I missed anything. 30 cents is Bud and SHIB as well. Wait, what? 30 cents? I like your face, TV, with the laughs. But at the end of the day, I want to tell everyone again, this does not matter whatsoever. This number here, price per token, does not matter. We care about this number. That's all you need to care about. Percentage gains on your investment. Can SHIB reach 1/10 of a penny? So that would be equivalent to 4 trillion is 1 penny. So it'd be 400 billion. That's actually possible. Is that a lot? I mean, would that place SHIB second biggest market cap? So for SHIB to reach 1/10 of a penny would be Ethereum's market cap, right around there. With no, yeah, right around there. So there you go. Possible? Sure. Do I think it's going to happen anytime soon? Not really. I'm super bullish on SHIB, but to say it's going to hit Ethereum's market cap seems a little bit much for me. Not anytime soon for sure. Now it's time to buy more. Hey, are we? No, it's too early to tell. We're looking at the 1 minute chart, so you can't really say too much about what's currently going on here. How about half a penny? Half a penny would still be a 2 trillion market cap. So double what Bitcoin's market cap is right now, essentially. You're so wrong. They both matter. No, they don't, to the moon. I can say that very confidently. You're mistaken, which is okay. I know it's a little bit confusing. For example, he was referring to this, I believe. I hope he was, or else I'm misrepresenting what he was saying. But this number does not matter at the end of the day, especially if we were to see burn tokenomics come in. We only care about percentage gains. It's very, very, very clear, for example, in Saitama, where they have the burn mechanism in place. Let's say hypothetically, this is hard to, do, but let's say hypothetically the devs owned 99 or 90% of the supply and they were to burn it right now. Guess what? This would go up drastically and it would have no effect on the value of your investment. Believe it or not, that's the case. This is only a representation of the price per token and the, wait, I'm going to say this wrong. I don't want to say this wrong. Price per, the market, the number of tokens in circulation times this value here gives us the market cap. We really need to focus on the market cap and the percentage increase because this is literally all that matters. The higher the market cap goes, the greater the percentage increase. Of course, the more value per token, which is all you really care about. Not the value per token, but the percentage gains. Sorry, I misspoke there. Just wait till the next pump. There you go. Baby Doge has the same burn tokenomics. Oh, probably a Saitama. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. If you guys sell right now, it will be wrong. There you go. How hard will SHIB dip today? Impossible to say. Hey, are we seeing a little rally right now? We're on the 1 minute, so it doesn't tell us too much, but the 5 minute, oh my goodness, is this it? I don't know. It's this looks like the pullback here. We'll see another impulsive move. Is it going to break through some of these little resistance levels? Who knows? It'd be an interesting spot for it to find momentum, considering it's not near any of the fib levels, but who knows? The 157 is the 50 fib level and 15-minute chart, possibly going down to the 1.4 to the 618. Yeah, that could definitely happen. I used the Fibonacci over here, and it didn't really tell me anything. But this looks like kind of a more quote-unquote real correction. That was a very minor one. So we'll see. This is these are some of the important levels. So we've surpassed that. We passed this one. The 5 level isn't really a Fibonacci level, but some people like to use it. And the golden pocket is a really famous Fibonacci level here. So that's where if we kept dipping and managed to find support here and a nice bounce off, that's when get excited because we might go for liftoff. Might go into liftoff. We'll see though. How long are you going to stream? But just schedule my stream. Moonshot, when this isn't meant to be a long stream. If you went live right now, I'd raid you right now. So yeah, if you're looking to stream, by all means, do it. Hey, what's going on, Fogura? Too high of a market cap. Down, down, down. No, correction, correction, correction. It's not over. The party isn't over yet, necessarily. You could be rich. Which coin will be a 10x today? If I knew that, I'd throw every penny I had into that crypto project, but I don't know. I'll go set up. All right, sounds good. Yeah. Hold. Totally up to you, David. Really tough to say. I don't give financial advice here. It all depends. Is it going to find support on one of these fib levels and have another blast off? We don't know where it's going to find support, right? Totally up to you guys. I'm not going to tell anyone to buy or sell. That is totally up to you. If I told everyone to buy, I'd come across as a hype man, and that's not really I don't want my channel to be known as that. So, hey, what's going on, Holy Evil? Saitama's still a good investment, even though gas fees are $100. Moonshot says leave 15% room. $100 for gas fees is a decent amount. It all depends on how much you're investing, I'd say. So if you're investing $1,000, I think you'd make that money back pretty darn quickly. But if you're investing like $200 and you're spending 100 of that on gas fees, yeah, that doesn't really seem worth it to me. I just want to support my 74-year-old mother. Oh, that's a very nice goal to have. Absolutely. I know there's we're all here looking to make money, have a good time, things along those lines. But yes, there's definitely we all have really good reasons, hopefully, to be in the crypto space, do good things. Yeah, not too much to say on that. Jim Gamer Dad, thank you so much for the 5 bomb. Appreciate it. He says, no offense, but if Robinhood had wallets, I'd convert all of my Doge into Shiba and catch all these gains. If it cuts 2 more zeros, dream come true. Yeah, that would be incredible. 2 zeros. Whew. That would be, how big of a market cap would that be? That'd be like a 400 billion market cap. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen, but certainly still plenty of room to grow. Thankfully, we've been hearing a lot about Robinhood wallets coming out. So I think it's not if, I think it's a matter of when. Like official announcements, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully my mind's telling me the right thing. But yeah, so Robinhood wallets coming soon. I'm sure there's a lot of people who own Dogecoin who probably want to skedaddle out of there. And who knows, maybe SHIB will be on there as well, which would be really cool. Hey, what's going on? Do you have Dread? Just stake it and go play PS5. Yes. Go stake your SHIB right now and play some PS5. Kidding, of course. Do whatever you want. If you're still holding, you should be buying, says Austin. DJ Crypto. That's funny. The Kleekai GM just doxed himself. I like that. I like it. Well, SHIB's something else entirely. I would say for early projects, new projects, I would say I'm more comfortable investing in doxed projects. So doxed devs, my end of year target 0.000038. That's a pretty big goal, Mustafa. Not impossible, but that would be quite the run. What's my play here? I'm personally just holding for now. I might try and swing trade it. I don't necessarily know. So I have 2 wallets mainly that I have. One for more of long-term holds, as well as one for swing trading. And I currently don't own any SHIB on my swing trade account. I do still have some hodling. That's one I don't really touch. So right now, not really looking to swing trade SHIB at least. Hey, Guitar X Wolf, thank you so much for the 5 bomb. He says, Ryoshi's vision has nearly 100K holders. Well, technically 100K with the X-SHIB reward holders. Regardless, it's going up. So I'll quickly talk about Ryoshi because it does relate to SHIB. So if you guys haven't heard, Ryoshi token is a cryptocurrency project that was, it's named after the creator of SHIB. And they've recently come out with a white paper as well as a roadmap for what they're trying to accomplish. Now, if you stake SHIB on ShibaSwap, you actually get rewarded by people buying and selling this. So it's 1% per transaction is rewarded to XSHIB holders, as well as 1% is burned of Ryoshi. So by investing in this project, me personally, I'm not invested right now. I might buy some later. But yeah, people who are buying and selling this are actually helping the SHIB project, which is cool. Set it up for 15 minutes from now. All right, sounds good, Moonshot. Sounds like a plan. What's those RSI timelines showing the 4 hour, 2 hour, and 1 hour? Let me see if I can show you here. So we'll go to, I'm assuming you're asking about the indicators here. So someone asked in chat, I hope I understood them correctly, was asking kind of what these indicators meant. So there are probably thousands of indicators you can get on TradingView. I mean, okay, maybe not 1,000. There's lots of custom ones, public library. Me personally, these are the ones that I use. I like them. There's people who use volume indicators, and I use Bollinger Bands. Those are another one. Long story short, I use these ones the most. So the MACD are essentially moving averages. I pay a little bit of attention to these. If you see a crossover, at the top, it's probably going down, as illustrated by this histogram here showing selling pressure. If you look, the Stoke is essentially a jacked up version of the RSI. The RSI being a trend indicator, currently trending on upwards a little bit here. Stoke looks like it's starting to go up as well. And yeah, those are my three sort of indicators I use. So if you guys are ever interested in learning more about technical analysis, I don't have a course, but the master, aka Moonshot, actually has a course. I am not paid to talk about this. He's the one who taught me a lot about crypto investing and trading and swing trading, technical analysis, you name it. So if you're interested, be sure to go check it out. I am not paid in any way, shape, or form by promoting this. So yeah, if you're interested in learning about it, that's who I learned from. There you go. And it looks like things are looking pretty good right now. Look, we already have we're only 7 minutes in the hour. So maybe this is a bit of a stretch, but we're starting to see a nice green candle here on the 1 hour, which is good. Are we going to find support here? That's the big question. It's not on a fib level, but to be fair, this wasn't on a fib level either. And look at the run up we saw. We're only 7 minutes in the hour though. So this is, it's not telling us too much. Stop spamming the chat. Okay. Someone ban this guy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not convinced just yet. Maybe if we're like 45 minutes in the hour or half an hour or more and we're still up in the green, that might be a good sign. Can you tell me where the support line is right now on SHIB's chart? DB, it all really depends. Whoa. Okay. Oh, this is the 5-minute chart. Oh, we're seeing a little bit of a mini run here. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Oh, wait. Yes, I did. I apologize, Jose. He said, thank you so much for the 5 bomb. He says, Chad, if you were going to buy SHIB, where would you buy it? Coinbase or Uniswap, and why? So me personally, I buy my SHIB on crypto.com. The fee to purchase, I believe, is 3%, which isn't too bad. You could also use, I wouldn't recommend, well, I don't know what Coinbase's fees are, but also you could use Coinbase Pro, which is also, it's cheaper than buying on Coinbase. So I'd recommend either crypto.com or Coinbase Pro. There are other places you can buy it, of course, which might be cheaper, but me personally, I use crypto.com. And I'm not sponsored to say that. I just like crypto.com. Yeah, so thank you again, Guitar Wolf and Jose. ISP, let's see here. Is this another run up? This is a question. Is this the end of SHIB pumping? I don't know. Let's see here. Oh, I was just kidding, Moonshot. Yeah, I was just kidding. Who am I banning? That's funny. So let's go to, yeah, I'm not convinced just yet. We've had bigger green candles than this on the rundown, but we'll see. We'll see if this is it. Could this be the run up or? So someone asked about supports. So believe it or not, depending on the time frame you look at, the support levels will look different. And it's really subjective. Like someone could argue that this is a resistance level on the 15-minute. Do I take the 15-minute charts that seriously? Not so much, just because there's such short time frames. So if we went to something like the 4-hour, this is where it gets a little bit more interesting. So on the 4-hour, you could argue right here is maybe a support level. We had 1, 2 candles close here, almost 3. So you could argue this is a support level here of right around the 138 level. You could argue right here, we saw 2 hours with closes right around this 1940 level. So pretty much at the 2 level where we saw some resistance here, lots of sell-offs. So this would be what's called a resistance level, just a level that it has been difficult to break through, where support levels, of course, are the exact opposite. But yeah, it all depends on the time frame. If we were to go to the 1 day, I guess it'd be kind of similar to the 4-hour here, being right around that 1362 level. But on the 1 day, it's looking pretty bullish thus far. MACD is looking all right. Stoke had a very weak crossover here. RSI is still in bubble territory. So yeah, it's looking pretty darn good on the 1 day here. Certainly some selling pressure coming in though. Look at these wicks. And we'll go back here. I like your face. TV says, in the United States, I like Voyager a lot as well. They can't use that where chat is located. Yes. So it all depends on where you live as well at the end of the day, whether or not, you can use certain exchanges. Let's see here. Voyager has a plan to go global too. They released desktop version today. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, Voyager, I don't believe you can use it in Canada. I might be wrong on that one, but BTC is on the rise. Yeah, why don't we quickly, we haven't really looked at BTC today. And did I miss anything here? Hey, thank you so much, Wilkerson, for the 5 bomb. He says, when you get time, bro, I look into Archangel token. It's not listed on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap yet, but the white paper and tokenomics look interesting. Okay, thank you so much, Wilkerson. I've heard about Archangel token before, but I've never really taken a deep dive at it whatsoever. All right, so why don't we have a quick look? So we can see SHIB right now in a little bit of it's in a correction right now. But I wanted to talk a little bit about Bitcoin because this relates to the rest of the market here. And I like your face, TV. Thank you so much for the 5 bomb. He says, hey, does everyone know I want a ledger on the Patreon? Tell them about the Patreon. Okay, yes, that's a good idea. Very quickly, and then we'll talk about Bitcoin because Bitcoin is important. If you guys wanted to join the private Discord community, we do pretty much everything over there. General support, crypto market analysis. We talk about things we're in, maybe some gems, crypto gems that look like they're very good projects, things along those lines. So if you want to join, it's only $5 USD per month or $6 per month Canadian. I made it super cheap because I wanted to grow a nice community over there. And only 81 members right now. Well, only 81, that's lots of people. But if you want to join the community, again, be sure to do so. We also do Ledger Nano X giveaways once a month. One Ledger Nano X giveaway once a month, and it's essentially a hardware wallet. So safest way to keep your crypto if you wanted to enter for that. But Bitcoin has been on a huge run. So why don't we go to the 4-hour here? We all know Bitcoin is pumping right now. It's broken through some major resistance levels here. It's going to face a big test coming up around the 53K mark. If Bitcoin gets into 53K and manages to find support there or above it, that's going to be a very, very bullish sign. The only thing that I think that could ruin the party for us is if institutions decided to dump their Bitcoin. Is that going to happen? No one knows, except for people on the inside, of course. But that's the only thing that I feel like could ruin this party. And of course, we're all hoping that's not the case. But until it actually happens, we can remain bullish because things are looking really good as far as indicators go. We can't predict the future. We can't tell what other people are going to do with their money. So there's no reason to speculate on that too much. But on-chain metrics with Bitcoin are bullish. But again, on-chain metrics are sort of the macro term, long-term, not necessarily day-to-day, week-to-week, or even necessarily month-to-month. That's more of the long-term trends here. So, hey, DJ Crypto, thank you so much for the 10 bomb. He says, have you heard of Goku Inu? It's new. Actually, I have heard of it. He said, what do you think with its NFTs coming out too and got listed on CoinMarketCap and Friday, a new exchange coming? That is really cool. Now, one of the things is, what was I going to say here? My only concern is, do they own the copyright, or do they have the licenses to actually be using all of that information? Or what am I saying? Do they have the licenses to actually be using those characters? Because my worry is, what if the creators of Dragon Ball Z come after them? That's my only concern there. So we got some more questions here. It's a bull market flag channel. There we go. That would be, yeah. That's another indicator. You can use chart patterns as well. Do I think SHIB has the potential to reach a penny? Is it possible? Sure. It would be a long ways away though. But again, we don't care about this number here. We care more about percentage gains. So I wouldn't be too concerned about the penny thing. I know a lot of people like to talk about it, but yeah, we only care about percentage gains. So that's what's going to, increase the value of your investment. Tony, if I can find it, I will answer it. Let's see here. So many questions coming in, trying my best. I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I apologize, Tony. If you could tag me in it, that'd be very helpful. It'll highlight it for me. Yeah, sorry about that. I can't see it. Hey, Chad, I heard that wallet that made those big transactions yesterday could have been Mr. Elon Musk. He said in an interview at the B-Word conference, he's invested in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some Doge. Is he investing into other projects? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe he is investing in SHIB. We just don't know. Unless someone knows his wallet specifically. That's the only way we could verify that, right? So, Sad B, thank you. He says, greetings from Mississauga. Hey, how's it going, Sad? Hopefully you're having a great day. We live relatively close. Got a fellow Canadian in here. Let's see here. So we got some Luffy fans in here. What's the highest price Shiba will get in the next 2 years? What do you think? That is very much dependent on the global crypto market. Considering SHIB's market cap, it is very much affected by Bitcoin. At the end of the day, whatever happens with Bitcoin is going to be amplified with SHIB. So if Bitcoin goes up 2x, I expect SHIB to go up 3 or 4x or more. If Bitcoin goes down, 50%, I expect SHIB to get hit pretty hard. Same thing with every other altcoin, essentially. 2 years out, we could be in a bear market. So really tough to say. This is the best advice I've heard from any YouTuber. Thank you so much, Kong. Appreciate that. Let's see here. It was doing so well. Why is it going down like crazy? I wouldn't say it's going down like crazy whatsoever. If you look at, let's go to the 1 hour, I guess. We're actually green on the 1 hour. So we're currently in a correction. Why don't we do a little bit of a price range here to see what's currently going on? How much are we from the peak? We're only down 20%. So when people say to me it's dumping, I'm saying, wait, what are you talking about? This is a very normal correction. To me, a dump would be, I don't know, certainly more than 20%. A normal correction, I mean, look on Investopedia. A correction is anywhere from 10 to 20%. And that's actually quite low relative to cryptocurrencies. When we see runs with crypto, they're certainly more volatile than the stock market. Investopedia's definition is more tied to the stock market, which I'd say, decreases like that are huge. But in the crypto world, 10, 20% is nothing. DJ Crypto, I did answer your question, didn't I? What do I think of the new NFTs? Yeah, I answered that. I think they're cool, but my concern, as I mentioned, was with the licensing. Like if the creators were to ever come after them and they don't have the licensing, then it'd get taken down. That's my only concern there. Where was your question? There wasn't a question in there. Where? Do you mind reposting it? Could you tag me in that, DJ Crypto? I didn't see a question in there. Beyond the Goku, what I thought about that. I think they're cool. I mean, I like Goku, but... SHIB's all-time high is, let's see here. It is up here. This is SHIB's all-time high is right around here. So certainly a ways to go. Whitebit is listing SHIB on Thursday. Yep, things are looking good there. Should I use should I use bots for buying and selling crypto? I've never personally done it. Seems a little bit scary because, you know, bots in control of your money, but beyond that, DJ Crypto, yes, I did. I'm getting very confused here. I did read your question, so I'm very confused. Save, stress, don't sell, relax, guys. Will it pump tonight? I'm not exactly sure. It looks like we're maybe finding some support here, but really tough to say. Moonshot is live? Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm a little bit confused. He keeps saying I didn't read it, but I've read it twice now, and he's saying I didn't read it, so I'm very confused. And I gave my opinion on it twice. Sold my SHIB for Saitama. Will it pump tonight? Not exactly sure. Will Shiba become first? Appreciate you guys. Maybe he didn't hear it. That's true. Yeah, totally fair. But I've said it twice now. I mean, gave him my thoughts on it. I'm so lost. What's happening? Should we worry? We're only down 20%. And I mean, it looks like it's finding support here. We're 21 minutes in on the hour, and we're seeing a nice green candle. Now, of course, could it keep going down? I mean, we saw 2 green candles here. It could, but I mean, a pretty weak correction thus far. We're only down like what? And this is actually smaller now. It's only 17% down now with this green candle. It could go all the way down to here and find some really strong support and bounce off. So it will go up probably, yes, after the correction. It has enough hype. You think bots are selling? That could definitely be the case. Shiba will hit 0.000585. That would be incredible. That would be over the all-time high. That would be nuts. Close some of these articles here. There's a small correction yesterday before today's pump. Yep, absolutely. Corrections are healthy. Corrections are totally normal. It's not until, you know, I'd start getting a little bit worried, not really worried, but because I'm long-term holding with what I currently have. You know, as long as we find support at a higher level than where we were before, I'm totally happy with that. But if we keep going up, I mean, that's great too. A correction is essentially just when the sellers are defeating the buyers and the price will go down, you know, in the stock, or I believe it's the Investopedia definition says 10 to 20%, but in crypto, it can go down a lot more than that. And then at some point, once the buyers sort of defeat the sellers in some sense, that's when it can keep going back up. When the pressure from, you know, buying exceeds the selling, of course. Hey, Jeremiah, thank you so much for the 5 bomb. He says, thank you for keeping us in the loop. Thank you, Jeremiah. Really appreciate that. So let's see here. Why don't let me check something, guys, because guess what? We might have something big going on here. Yes, we do. Is this who I think it is? Is he live? Yes, he is. So guys, we're going to go raid Just Moonshot. If you want to learn a lot about technical analysis, if you want to learn a lot about crypto in general and be much more knowledgeable, swing trading, if you have questions for him, he will gladly answer them. He literally answers anyone. You know, he does his best. So be sure to go give a good, nice hello over there. I'm going to end the stream here. So thank you so much to everyone who came out, everyone who tipped. Appreciate all of you. Do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more SHIB action. We also talk about Saitama on the channel as well. With SHIB's action right now, just SHIB today. So be sure to go give him a nice hello. Go subscribe. Great channel. You will not regret it. Trust me. I learned everything in crypto from him. So be sure to go check him out.
I don't know.
And don't
We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with SHIB coin, Shiba Inu, and SHIB has actually continued to go up with strength. And we're going to break down some data, some articles and news and information here in the charts based off of 42 vision on the 30-minute and 1 day to see what's going on and if this can continue. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if you trade stocks apart from crypto, you may want to check it out. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. And we're going to jump right into it here with Shiba Inu. So the home run of the day was spectacular, even though the S&P 500 index continues to struggle to get back up to all-time highs and continues to go down lower, and portfolios are in the red or sitting sideways. I will continue to look for opportunities daily, and you can become part of this as well by joining us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and we look forward to having you join us, and you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the stocks I mentioned this morning: USEG, MARPS, TOMZ, and ADTX. Every single stock gave us small jumps of 3 to 5%, 5 to 10%, but the home run of the day was ADTX. We caught this one in the pre-market as it was sitting sideways before it started to take off towards the bell. And after the bell, it took off to a highest point of possibility of 20% plus. And as you could see here, because a lot of people ask me what 42 vision is, and this is something you can gain access to now on the 42 vision tier level as well. You could see the strength here based off the candlesticks on the specific levels and the transition here from strength to weakness as it continued through the day. But if this is all something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. Check out the link down below in the description, and we look forward to having you join us. Let's jump into these charts. What another bullish day after hitting 4 zeros and a 2, even though it's pulling back now. This is some exciting stuff, and if this isn't exciting to you, I don't know what is. For those of you that are Shiba Inu holders, if you hold SHIB or you're watching SHIB, I look forward to seeing your comments down below. How many you hold? How many are you looking to buy? Have you been adding? Have you been holding? Until when do you see this going? And also rocket ships, guys. I look forward to your rocket ships down below if you see this going to 1 cent or even 1/100th of a cent. Let's jump into it. So here we are with Shiba Inu, and on 42 vision you could see how it consolidated and continued up with strength. I talked about it in yesterday's video. A lot of people ask what 42 vision is, and it allows me to see the strength and weakness in the charts to be able to catch the dips and ride the rips or stay longer in a position, because as you could see here in the chart, this turns out to be weakness on a regular chart, but on 42 vision it shows you the moments of shifting weakness but with still strength, and the only weakest part was right here, and the whole entire time it was with strength until it took off the next leg up, broke through the resistance here of 4 zeros and a 1.5 to 4 zeros and a 2, guys. This was a big accomplishment in a matter of 2 days, following the big whale that actually bought and pushed this up higher. But not only that, the further adoption, guys. I've been talking about further adoption in every single video, why it's so important, and a lot of people were dissing the fact that after it got added onto Coinbase, yes, it ran from 5 zeros and a 6 to 5 zeros and a 9, and it kind of lost that momentum and consolidated, but that was showing strength after pulling back to not retest newer lows. It was holding itself up above 5 zeros and a 6, fighting in that 5 zeros and a 7 mark. But as we see it, it's been pushing upwards, and one of the weakest moments that we've seen in this run is right now as I'm doing this video live, and you can see the transitions, right? That's the cool thing about it. But on the 1 day, let's go ahead and put it, and you'll see pure strength, guys. The last time it had this amount of strength was way down here, and it had a few of them following. We're gonna have to see if it can keep it up, or is it going to do something like it did here after the Coinbase effect, right? It got added on, 5 zeros and a 9, and right after it pulled back. But then ever since it got added onto Coinbase, Binance, and Webull, and it's on eToro, and everyone's waiting for Robinhood, this has actually gone up even further because of the further adoption. It did not happen overnight. It took some time, and it's nearly 4x from the lows down here of 5 zeros and a 5 all the way up to 4 zeros and a 2, guys. Now things are pulling back a little bit, and they're pulling back pretty fast, and you could see it with 42 vision due to the fact of this transition. We're gonna have to see if it could hold up and bounce back up and transition back upwards, or if this is going to be a real pullback that can last several hours to even days. But the main thing right now is for this to stay above 5 zeros and a 1. I've talked about it before, and it's so important for every single investor that is in Shiba Inu to pay attention to it. And if it could stay above that, this isn't just hype and speculation. This is true further adoption for Shiba Inu itself. So let's go over some information here and some articles beyond the chart itself on what's going on with Shiba Inu, why is this happening, and how this is all tying up with further adoption. So the first thing is, when you go to the most visited cryptocurrencies, Shiba Inu is in the top 5. It's been ranking up as it keeps on going higher, and as we continue to see more further adoption, it's been hanging in there in the most visited. Now in trending, it is not a trending cryptocurrency, but it has been number 1 when it started further adopting and ended up on Coinbase and Binance. Now, a lot of people, like I stated earlier in the video, they kind of shrugged off the fact that Coinbase made it go up from 5 zeros and a 6 to 5 zeros and a 9, but they weren't thinking about the possible long-term effect that that would have. Well, Shiba Inu has further adopted and has skyrocketed over 100% already. It's nearly 400% from the most recent lows of 5 zeros and a 5 due to the big whale. And the only reason a big whale purchased Shiba Inu is because it's on these platforms, and these further adopting platforms create more credibility. We've talked about that before, and that was a big move for Shiba Inu itself to have a big whale be interested, and more whales will eventually end up joining on in, and that's going to be a big move as well. Then we also have here how Shiba Inu surges 70%, outperforming Dogecoin. This is something I want you guys to realize. They're going to be talking more about Dogecoin and comparing it to Shiba Inu. Remember, they're supposed to compete. That's the goal. They're both meme coins that are going to turn into serving a purpose eventually, and they're going to get more credibility over time, and they're supposed to be competing. So the more we see about Dogecoin being outperformed by Shiba Inu, or Dogecoin and Shiba Inu going head to head, that's going to create further adoption, and eventually Dogecoin holders will decide if they want to become a Shiba Inu holder as well, to go ahead and have diversification amongst these different meme coins. Who knows, right? If not, they've already done it, but it's going to create more exposure, more media, more coverage, and further adopting as well. Then we have here that this is why further adoption is so important, and this is why it's one of the biggest things you guys may not see right away, but over time is starting to create a much more credible and focus on Shiba Inu itself. Shiba Inu becomes the most traded cryptocurrency on Coinbase, okay? That is huge. Shiba Inu is taking the cryptocurrency space by storm, becoming the most traded cryptocurrency on America's largest exchange. This is huge, guys. When it's one of the largest and most traded, right, in the whole entire crypto space right now, by volume, in the largest amount of trades on the largest platform, and it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the further adoption getting added onto Coinbase. I don't know what else tells you how important further adoption impacts any altcoin or any crypto in general, and especially those that join Coinbase. A lot of people were referring to way back here, right, 5 zeros and a 6 to 5 zeros and a 9 as the Coinbase effect, and that was it. What now? What about when it gets added to Robinhood? What next, right? This is a long journey. Nothing's fast, and you can clearly see here how the further adoption and getting added onto Coinbase didn't just take it from 5 zeros and a 6 to 5 zeros and a 9. If not, it took it from 5 zeros and a 5 all the way up to 4 zeros and a 2, guys. This is a big move, and one of the most important things is for that 0 that got knocked off to stay knocked off, not get added back onto the price, and that it could stay in the 4 zeros area, whether it's 4 zeros and a 1, 4 zeros and a 2, or just staying in the 4 zeros in general if it can take it further from here, right? Go to 4 zeros and a 3, 4 zeros and a 4, 4 zeros and a 5. I mean, this is some big stuff. Shiba Inu is moving. Shiba Inu is further adopting, and the fact that it continues to grow on the most visited, even though it's not trending, and it continues to push up, and there's more whales probably watching this and looking into it that are probably going to eventually join. It's going to further adopt massively and quickly, especially with all the platforms that it's in. Now, I don't want people to be rushing and chasing at these levels without knowing what's going on and the bigger picture here, and also without taking into consideration the possibility of a cool off or that same whale leaving and taking profits and making it go back down. That is something to be aware of as well. I don't think a whale is just going to join in on Shiba Inu at this point just for that, because this is a long-term journey, and there's a long story where if you compare it to Dogecoin, which I broke it all down, and I've talked about how to become a SHIB coin millionaire and everything about that, you will see for yourself that Shiba Inu, as it serves a purpose, it's under the Ethereum family, the flippening effect, and everything all together, there's going to be potential here for this coin, and there's a lot of speculation of 10 cents, a dollar, and even 1 cent, and 1/100th of a cent. I see 1/100th of a cent, or possibly even 1 cent possible. $1, 10 cents, we're going to have to see beyond that once that point comes. But right now, the fact that 1 0 got knocked off, I don't know what that means to you, but this is some big stuff. And as long as it can hold it, it's going to continue to further adopt, create more credibility, and compete with Dogecoin. I look forward to seeing your rocket ships down below. How many do you own, and how do you feel about Shiba Inu moving forward? As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with Shiba Inu, and we're going to talk about Shiba Inu and Ethereum, how they indirectly correlate to each other, how Shiba Inu is under the Ethereum family, and we have some updates here on what we see here with 42 Vision on the charts on the 30-minute. We're also going to look at the 1 day and what I'm seeing here as a potential for the upcoming days, weeks, and months based off of these articles and all this information. So I've talked about it before, has a lot to do with the flippening effect, but before we jump into all the data and information, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunities I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So if you trade stocks apart from crypto, you may want to check out the link down below in the description to join us and become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. And we're going to jump right into it here with Shiba Inu and Ethereum. So the home runs of the day were spectacular, despite the fact that the S&P 500 index continues to struggle to get back to all-time highs. But I will continue to look for opportunities like these every single day, and that's what we strive for over at the Invest for Tomorrow community. And if that's something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. I would like to invite you to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the stocks I mentioned this morning were BMRA, PALT, and GROM. This was our worst performer, giving small jumps of 3 to 5%, 5 to 10%. But let's go ahead and look at these charts here of these home runs. So PALT was one of our home runs yesterday. Mentioned it in the pre-market when it was sitting sideways. Started to move up, dipped after the bell, and took off to a highest point from the moment that I mentioned it of 20% plus. Now, our other home run opportunity turned out to be a 20% plus move as well, but it was a little bit different, and this is BMRA. It was starting to move upwards towards the bell, and it was just going constantly downwards, but it had pops of 3 to 5%, 5 to 10%, about 3 times here before hitting a bottom and reversing, giving an opportunity of a highest point of 20% plus, guys. And this is something you can become part of as well. Check out the link down below in the description to the Discord, and we look forward to having you join us. Now, a lot of people have been asking questions on 42 Vision and what it is. I do chart analysis with it, and it's an indicator that you can gain access to by joining the 42 Vision tier level. And what it does is bring clarity for me in the charts, right? I could see the dips and I could see the rips, right? And right there where there's weakness and where there's strength, to be able to see the 5 to 10%, 10 to 20% moves, no matter what chart it is and no matter what time frame it is, right? This is based off the 1 minute. On the 5 minute, you could see it, 15, 30 minute, whatever it is that you're looking for. But